Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're going to have the conversation about how to maintain an online relationship. Forgive me, I have allergies all over, and so my nose is kind of all over the place. But yeah, how do you maintain an online relationship, or how do you succeed in an online relationship? And thanks to all of you, we're at 4,000 subscribers and so many views. I do appreciate all of you, and let's continue building this channel. Yeah, for those of you who are joining me today for the first time, my name is Christiana Amo-Kyereme of ChristyAmo-Kyereme.com. You can call me Dr. Christy. Yeah, and pretty much also for all our single men and women, you're welcome to check out finderseat.com. Is a dating site that my husband and I created for singles who are looking for long-term relationship. So if you know anyone, if you've heard about anyone looking for a long-term relationship, kindly direct them to finderseat.com. Now let's dive into today's chat. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask, and I will respond to it. Whether you're in our group or you're watching live on Facebook, that's fine. Yeah, so the first thing you have to do if you are looking to keep in touch and make your online relationship succeed, you need to communicate. There are so many ways to communicate, and as we know, or as we all know, communication is one of the major and most important things that makes pretty much everything work in our lives today. Without communication, I wouldn't be on here. Without internet, without Wi-Fi, without Zoom, right? And so the world, or designers and developers, have made all these things available to us. Let's seize on it. Let's take advantage of these things and make life easy, make our relationships work as well. There's Zoom, there's Wi-Fi, WhatsApp, there's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places you can keep in touch. Follow your partner, follow your spouse, follow them online, and share pictures, tag each other. Let these relationships that you've begun work online as well. Some people don't want to be followed or tagged in pictures and videos. If that is what is happening, then it's likely that person is up to something, and you want to do an investigation before you keep going on in a relationship with them and then waste a lot of your time and your life. So you want to find out if they don't want to be tagged or followed online on social media. You want to find out what you can do whilst you're following them on social media. Share images of you, tag, comment on their pictures, comment on their family images, say nice things, and keep them very simple. Don't overdo it, otherwise you're going to start becoming an annoying person. So, oh, nice, great, awesome, pretty, lovely. Keep it short and simple. The more you say, the likelihood that you're going to make a mistake is great. So keep all your comments simple, nice, and short. So that is it for communication. Now, also, whilst you are following on them on social media, it doesn't mean stalk them, so that in all the private personal pages, you're on there commenting, trying to show that you are the one, he's mine, she's mine. When you do that, then that is very annoying to people, and so give them the space. Even though you're there, once in a while you comment, this is cute, thank you for sharing, and those nice simple things. But don't comment on pretty much everything. Show up, but be nice at the same time. Don't overdo it. Now, the other thing that you can do is video chat at least once a week. If you want to do video chats every day, or if you want to do phone calls every day, it starts getting boring, and then the partner, spouse, will say, oh, he has nothing to offer. Then the relationship becomes empty. Because imagine, what exactly can you talk about every day? Even when you live with somebody in the same house, if it's not about, oh, how work was and how maybe somebody did something awesome or something annoying, what exactly do you have to talk about every day and that you want to call and talk about? At some point you'll be on the phone doing and then it starts getting boring and redundant and pretty much not so interesting. I know a lady who had said to me the other time, I was recommending a young man, and then he said, yeah, I did have a conversation with him, but it seems like he doesn't have much to say. He's kind of a boring person, and I'm not very much impressed, and so you don't have to talk every day. Talk every now and then, maybe once or twice a week, but make sure that you have something fun. You can actually make a list of the things you want to talk about. Very essential, and it's easy to do. So let's say you met a guy who was not acting right, you met a lady who was not acting right, somebody did something great for somebody, you met an old lady who commended you for trying to help them, something like that. Talk about real life issues, and then maybe towards the end you can talk about things that have to do with the two of you, right? Let's say, so what's your plan in the next 3 months? What's your goal? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to work on? These things bring conversations. Before you know it, you're talking and talking and talking, so ask questions. Asking questions is very much more interesting and more important than you going in with the preconceived mind and then constantly talking about yourself and sharing everything about you. Let the other partner have the opportunity to also share. Just by you asking questions, they're going to give you a lot of information. So that is very essential to do. Be honest with your partner at all times. Tell the truth. If you say you're going to go out to a party and your ex is going to show up, let them know. If they're going to travel down to you, and even though it's online, you have to go to a party or be somewhere together and you might meet an ex relation, just let them know. People like to know. We all like to know. When you know, then you brace yourself. If you don't know, then it becomes a surprise. Then the other partner thinks you're trying to hide something. So sit each other down. Hey, you know what? We're going to go here. We're going to probably meet this person. I'm not sure, but it's just because we are friends with those friends and we are friends with that friend, right? And so definitely you might be meeting in similar places coincidentally or intentionally, but have that conversation. No surprises are needed when it comes to distant relationship and how you go about it. Talk, talk, talk. Talking is everything. It helps solve all the problems. The other thing you can do also is that to do things together. I usually say this. It might not make sense to you. Somebody will say it's an online relationship. How do we do things together? When, for instance, if you are out there shopping, you can make a video call. Let the person see whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be everything you're doing, but do video calls. You can plan a meal, lunch, dinner, sit at your tables, and then talk as you eat. Talk about the food, how difficult or how easy it was to prepare. Share those moments together. It's really great time, and it helps you get to do different things versus constantly being on the phone or FaceTime, sitting there idle doing nothing. Even if you're tidying your room, you can have the video on, maybe with a headphone or on speaker, and be having conversations. These little things go a long way. It also helps with trust, so your partner knows that, okay, she's not up to anything or he's not up to anything. Genuine person letting me know how they do what they do. Very essential. If you can also read books together, you can watch same or similar videos and then talk about it when you meet. These are things you have to do intentionally. Maybe let's watch this video and let's see what you think about it. I think that the lady was so. I think the guy was so. But let's see what you think and then have that conversation. It gives you a lot of things to do together. Now, exchange personal items. What I mean by that is give gifts. It doesn't have to be expensive gifts. It can just be something as simple as going on somebody's website and sending a message, a card that has interesting messages in there, right? Maybe, I'm thankful I met you. You're a great person. I know that by God's grace, you're going to be doing this, by doing this, but without you, life wouldn't have been this way. Commend each other. Let each other know that whatever is happening, it's a great thing. It's very essential. If you have to give gifts, you can also switch it up. Maybe give a gift card. $5 just for you to buy some ice cream when you go out shopping. I know you're going to be hot. I know you're going to be cold, so go out and buy some tea, you know. So very simple things. Just switch it up. You will see that there'll be so many things that you can do in a day. Send flowers, um, send text messages of you or pictures of you showing some of the things you're doing, you know, just a step-by-step images, and laugh, make fun, and, you know, record videos and interesting stuff. It's always good to spice it up, make it more interesting. Talk about your relationship, your expectations. When you are in a long distance relationship or in an online relationship, because you're not together, you wouldn't know what the other person is up to. Sometimes even when you ask, somebody will say, oh, everything is okay, oh yeah, I'm fine, oh, I'm good. But talk about expectations. I'm expecting that when I call you, you meet, yeah, you show up, or let's schedule this time. Would that work for you? If you don't come, what should I expect is happening? Maybe I should be thinking, maybe you are at work, you're stuck in traffic, you know, stuff like that. In the next few years, what's your plan? Let's have that conversation. It's very necessary. And then once you're having that conversation, set goals. Set goals that are achievable. Don't overdo yourself or outdo yourself, because these goals must be practical, achievable, and if possible, observable as well. You know, and so that is how you can really succeed at online dating, an online relationship, whether you're married or single. Now plan in-person meetings as well. And if you have to plan an in-person meeting, if you don't know the person, you want to make sure that it's an open place, it's a place where other people are available, so that if the person has bad intentions, you will be able to address it. Don't go into the dark. Don't visit somebody in their home, someone you've never met, when it's just them and you. It's very dangerous, it's not healthy, it's not safe. Make sure it's either you go with someone on the first date, sit around, have the conversation, and then once you start warming up to the person, you can go alone, or let the person you're going with, there's a guy and a girl, and then you are going to talk to that lady or that guy and have that um, friendship meeting, first date, you know, type of a thing. If it's a guy who is offended that you brought somebody, just explain you weren't sure and they were going that direction, so you just ask them to come around. You're not lying. No, you're being safe, you're being smart, you're being wise by going with somebody. If the person gets so upset, then it means they have a problem. They should be accommodating, they should be understanding that, okay, even though it's a first date, just so in case we run out of things to talk about, then we have something, we have other people to talk to about. Also, why it's necessary to go with somebody is that your friends can observe the person and tell you what they think, especially your friend who is truthful. If you want to do that, go with a friend who is truthful, not a friend who will just say yes or no to everything that you say just to make you happy. You know, sometimes it might not be helpful. You want to know exactly what you're dealing with. You want somebody to give you an objective comment about what is happening. Now, finally, what you can do is to maintain strong relationship with your friends and your families for support. Don't do this alone. Online relationship can be a challenge because you don't know what is happening with the other person. You might not know what is happening. So you want family in there. You want to hear what other people think. You want to know whether they're going to accept this person you're deciding to be hanging out with. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, kindly go ahead and give it a thumbs up and then share. If you didn't like it, that's okay. It makes me very sad, but that's okay. Maybe next time I'm going to deliver. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. And for our single men and women, like I said in the beginning, kindly go ahead and type finderseat.com and subscribe to our channel and find out, you might be able to find your soulmate. The other thing is our app is it's on its way. Soon is going to launch. I don't have a specific date, but once it's out, I'm going to come on here and then announce it for all of my lovely friends and family who are subscribed on here. And also please share, let people know all the good stuff we're doing on here. It might not be, you might be married, you might not need this information, but even the online dating chat that we're having right now, anybody could use it. Single, married, anyone could use it. So please continue sharing and continue staying with us, and you're going to be blessed. I do appreciate all of you, and I will see you again in my next video, same time, same place, and same space. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.